What's up, YouTube? So this is my video on unrealistic expectations, and basically I may have like 7 so far. There's a few more that I might add on as I go, but the first one is unrealistic financial expectations. And it's not that we a lot of times, okay, so this mostly goes on mostly the women's side of women. Women have unrealistic expectations as far as finances. They expect a man. Some women say, "Oh, I won't date a man who doesn't have less than 6 figures or whatever." My thing is this: are you a 6-figure woman? I mean, I'm not saying you working at Taco Bell or you're a janitor or housekeeper or whatever. And I'm not saying you those are not honorable, hard. Those jobs are very difficult. Let me tell you. Ooh, I could never do fast food. I never have. I never could, and I never will. Whoa. I did work in housekeeping at one time, and I realized, honey, that was not for me. So, education is the key, babies. Education is the key. Get yourself, build a skill, get something that you can do besides that, because any old Joe Blow can become a housekeeper. But in order to have a skill doing certain other things, you have to go through training and have a certifications and things like that. So, besides that, you want a 6-figure man and you're a 2-figure, let me see, 4-figure person. And so you have to understand that I know that's not a lot, but it's still, I'm saying, you want that. All those 5 figures person, or whichever one you are, you're not making nearly that. And you should consider that, when you're dating someone that's in that echelon, are you even that, as far as like who you are as a person? Are you trying to meet that person at that place? Are you trying to come up off that person who's in that place already? Is that someplace your goal? Is that your goal? But to say you just won't date someone unless they have 6 figures, I think that's a little shallow of you. And most men, if they hear that from you, they won't want to date you either. Next thing. Number 2 is unrealistic expectations of the way a person looks. This mostly goes for men, because you are all out here talking about y'all want baddies and dimes and this and that and that and this. And when someone looks at you, you look like a dime. You're shaped like a dime or a quarter or a $50, whichever size you want to be. You're round. And a lot of you have big bellies. Yeah, I said it. And those of you who have beards are unkept, stuff all scraggly, sticking out like your face like this. This is y'all beard right here. Yeah, this part here, that's y'all. That ain't sexy, baby. That ain't sexy. And then you also, no, it's so much. A person can go on about how jacked up you look, but you want someone to look a certain way. You should be ashamed. You should be glad anyone take your little raggedy butt. Because guess what? A lot of times with money, a woman will get a little bit of something from you and then realize that she can't deal with your bad breath, stank booty, musty ass, dang on freaking dirty behind, scraggly beard, dumpy looking dress. You don't know how to dress properly. You going out to dinner somewhere and you got on flip flops and some dang on freaking shorts and a tank top, walking around with a wife beater. And let me tell you something else about them wife beaters. After you get over 25, you should no longer wear them without a gosh dang shirt on top of them. Okay, I digress again. I'm gonna pull back. Okay, man, over 25, no shirt, no wife beater without a shirt. Another unrealistic expectation the person have is cars. You want this guy to drive around in this certain type of car, but you got a freaking Hyundai. Not a Honda, Hyundai. You got to drive here in a Kia. Are you seriously telling me he need to drive a Mercedes Benz and have whatever, a Camaro, and you better stop. You should be glad he got a car at all. I'm not looking to what kind of car a man has. I just need you to have one. Okay? I do need you to have one. And no, hold on. Let me back that up. Because I dated a guy and he had a vehicle. But the thing was, we couldn't even get in his vehicle because it wasn't even properly kept, functioning. He brought some little piece of crap truck and couldn't take me anywhere in it. His big butt tried to climb in my little bitty car. I got a Malibu, but he's big. You know, he's trying to puff up like this, but guess what? All that belly was still hanging out. And you trying to get in my car, push my seat all the way to the back seat. Could nobody get behind us, baby. So anywho, behind him. Don't have an unrealistic expectation of that. That's ridiculous. That's so freaking small. If he is a good person, he works hard, you know, and he has a decent vehicle that he can take you around in, not one he's living in. Don't have all his clothes in the back seat. Okay, you know, I can understand it's his work truck, and he got a lot of stuff in the truck. I can't even understand that, because especially if he's doing construction, yard work, or whatever he does, I completely understand that. Many times their vehicle they drive is the vehicle they use, because you never know when they got a job, and they don't want to have to go home and get their vehicle. They want to be right there in the vehicle so they can jump out the truck and get to work. I'm clearly understandable of that, but I don't understand. Okay, anyway, I digress again. Another thing is hair. There's unrealistic expectation on hair. Okay, that's number 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, number 5. 5 is unrealistic expectation on hair. You people, okay, men, y'all say, oh, I want a girl who I can run my fingers through her hair. But you don't want to pick the woman who has, look, this is all my hair, okay? This is just me. You ain't going to get no weave. I do not like wearing weave. I'm not going to wear weave. It has to be a special occasion where I even consider even putting one in. I'm sorry. That's just not me. It's never been me, and it's not going to be me. So if that's what you're looking for, baby, you need to go down the road and find her. She ain't me. I will not waste my money on a weave. I'm sorry. Now, I've gotten my hair braided in the past, but I haven't had my hair braided in a long time. Since I've been natural, my scalp is so sensitive, and I get sores in my head all the time from braiding. So I don't even mess around too much anymore with braiding. Don't have a real expectation of hair, okay, on a woman. And another real unrealistic expectation is, oh, sorry, my foot. I got really plantar fasciitis, and my foot hurts. Another thing is beauty or looks. You have unrealistic expectation on looks. That's number 6. I don't think that it is fair, because you know what? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and which is true. But I really get upset when men, I tend to find that men tend to look at light-skinned females and be like, oh, she's just not. And I've seen some light-skinned females who are really pretty, but oh, they're so... I won't understand what man wastes his time with you, because the only thing he can do is look at you, because you really don't have a lot of substance. And it's like, yeah. I think you should try to find a quality woman. I've seen men with women and women with men, vice versa. And this person didn't quite look so well, either side. And when I got to know them, I was like, wow, I see what you saw. I see it. I see it. Good job, buddy. Or good job, girl, because he's it. He ain't beautiful. He ain't gorgeous. You know, he's a regular guy. He don't look like a whole lot of nothing, but everything inside of him, hunty, surpasses what he looks like. It just knocks all that out the water, and you'd be like, I don't even care, because I would date him too. You know, because once you see the inside, it's like you don't even worry about that. You don't want to be with someone who's rotten on the inside. And so you have to consider that. You know, just don't be so shallow and look at a person for how they look on the outside, because you gotta know what's coming from the inside, because that's what you're gonna have to look at every day. That inside, that outside is there, but that inside is what's gonna carry you through. So you have to realize that. So one other thing is the last thing, I didn't want to mention it, but it's an unrealistic expectation on sex. Okay, I know it's weird, but there is an unrealistic expectation on sex. So I've done this, and I'm not gonna say that I haven't. It's a shameful thing to say, but I have done this. When I've dated someone, and yeah, you're thinking, oh, this is gonna be great. He's this, he's that. He looks this way, and he tells you all this good stuff, and then you're looking at him, you're like, oh, it's gonna be awesome. We get it in. It's gonna be this and that, and then you get in, you be like, I don't even know what happened. Then you don't want to see him no more. You be like, that was trash. No second chances. Um, and I think that's not right either, because I've gotten rid of people who I should have kept, and I would have been in a different place, because they were actually really good people, and they would have been really good people for me. But I was young and stupid, and was using sex as a gauge, I guess, in that time period. I was a young woman, early 20s. If your sex was trash to me, I ain't never gonna let you come back again. There's no seconds. Nah. We can be talking and we get together. I've done that. I'm telling you, the guy I dated him, we got into a relationship. He was like, I want to be a man. I was like, okay, let's do this. And then so finally I gave him some, and then the next day I was like, no, I don't think I want to do this with you. I know, it was terrible. Yeah, I'm much more mature now, and I have to realize that. But sex is actually an important part of a relationship. It's not the only part, but it's an important part. So you have to always consider that. But don't let that be the part that keeps you from being with someone who could be great in your life, okay? So just remember that, don't be so shallow and think, oh, well, his sex is poor and I don't want to get him. No, I don't want to be with him no more because, shoot, his game, or, oh, well, his D game ain't good, but his head game is great. All I'm going to do is get the head. So, I was accused of that once by someone. To me, well, you don't want the D, but you just want the head. No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying that your head better than your D sometimes. Okay. So anyway, just tell me what you think about those unrealistic expectations. And if you could add a few more to that, just tell me. What do you think are some other unrealistic expectations that we put on each other when dating, being married, or whatever, any kind of relationships that we're in with each other? And if you can tell me that, and then I'll comment and let you know what I think also. So, hey, you never know. It might be a part 2 to this. So, I'll talk to you later. Bye.